Offensive coordinator Zac Taylor. Coach, 15 in the books. How do you feel about the offense walking out of spring compared to where you were coming in?
I feel like we've made improvements every single day. I think the players have an understanding of what we're trying to accomplish. We're going to need every practice that we get in training camp, that's for sure. But I feel fully confident that these guys will continue to improve all summer. We need a leadership at this point to really step up and take hold of these guys as they do their individual workouts in the summertime to hold each other accountable. But I'm excited the direction we're headed. Again, we've got a lot of young guys. There's a lot of competition still at a lot of different spots, but I think we've made improvement in all 15 practices.
You're very fortunate in that you take your first college offensive coordinator job, you come in and you've got 4 quarterbacks that all really can play. How do you feel about that position group and evaluating those guys through what you've seen in the first 15?
I'm excited about the group. I mean, it's a smart group. They can all play college football. They can all, we got several guys who can start for a lot of college teams right now. And it's a pretty intense competition. And those guys all handle it the right way. They all push each other and they help each other. But it's going to continue into the summertime and training camp, and we'll need somebody to emerge, during training camp. But it's still neck and neck amongst all those guys.
I mean, you had to know coming in with Gunner and Hayden, you had 2 guys that were going to be able to give you quality. Were you surprised with Ross Trail and what he was able to do and step into that race, throw his hat in the ring?
No, I'm not. I always heard great things about Ross, and he's a smart guy, and he's handled it really well. And as a freshman, it's tough sometimes, but I think he's done a good job, and he's inserted himself into the race and the competition. And all those guys have done a great job. They've handled it the right way, and I'm excited about the progress they've all made.
Wide receiver, 6 guys leave. Obviously, a lot to replace there. Where do you think you're at talent level-wise? And what do you do? Would you agree that hanging on to the football and correcting some of the drops that you saw this spring, or maybe areas that need to improve?
I think there's no question that there's talent in that group. The leadership needs to emerge at this point. When we have a bad day and there's a lot of drops, the leadership amongst that group needs to step up and take hold of them and really challenge those guys and hold them accountable. We got a couple freshmen coming in the fall that are going to challenge these guys because there's still a lot of open spots. Some guys have had a better spring than others. Like I said, they all have talent, but they're green right now. Their inexperience shows at times, and it's a good thing that we have a lot of competition at that group because some guys are going to come in and really push those guys for some jobs.
Was Devin Gray kind of like an unexpected present at Christmas?
Not unexpected for me because I got here in January, so I didn't know any better. But I'm very excited that we have Devin. Devin really tries to do things the right way. He's a quiet kid. He's very coachable. He's got good speed, good hands, and he tries to do it the right way. So he's certainly one of the guys challenging for one of those starting jobs outside.
What's your thoughts on the offensive line and the progress you saw from them coming together this spring?
I think Coach Grimes does an outstanding job. I mean, he's one of the top offensive line coaches in the country. We're very lucky to have him, and he really challenges those guys and holds them accountable, and is very detailed with his teaching, as I'm sure you guys have seen. And so, as a coordinator, that's a great thing to have as a line coach that you can rely on, that you know is going to get the most out of those guys. And I think he's got a good group that he's working with. We got to continue to develop the depth. The starters aren't set in stone in that group. They're still pushing each other, but the biggest thing, for us is develop depth at that offensive line spots. And so guys got to continue to come along in the summer, get stronger, get tougher, and then just become more detailed once fall camp rolls around.
Outside of quarterback, running back seemed like a really solid group for you this spring, and Deontay Buckley re-emerging after sitting out a year and coming back. Banchball giving you some depth, and then the 2 freshmen also. To go with the 2 guys at the top in Tion and Mike Boone.
Yeah, I think Tion, Mike, Banchbach, and Buckley, those are 4 guys you can really count on right now. And they're veterans, and they can all play, and we can count on all those guys. I think Taylor's really come along. Taylor's a good young player who's going to be a good player for us. And Hallman, as you can see, his speed shows up. He's just got to be more detailed every single snap he has. But we got 2 young guys, and then Jared Doak's coming in the fall, who will certainly push those younger guys.
Finally, tight end. Obviously, you've talked about going with the tight end a lot more, and 1 and 2 tight end sets. How did you think they came along this spring? Because honestly, last year they didn't get a whole lot of usage with the 4 wide receiver sets.
No, and they'll play every snap. I think there's only 5 plays all spring where we took a tight end off the field. So it's less than 1% of the time a tight end was off the field. So those guys, I really think they did a nice job in the run game. I think they're getting better in protections. For the most part, they did a good job in protections. They just got to hang on to the ball, when we throw it to them in the pass game. And that was kind of the theme amongst all the skill guys, is we have too many drops. And that's not to be unexpected from a bunch of young guys, but we just got to get better. We got no excuses. Come fall time, we start playing games. There's no excuses. We got to hang on to the ball. And so I think all the skill guys need to do a better job catching the ball.
All right. Thanks a lot, Coach. Appreciate it.
You bet.